Okay, my name is Kelsey Delgado, and my speech is going to be on texting and driving. And texting and driving is a worldwide issue that continues to lead to major consequences. So, the power a phone has is phenomenal. The phone has more power than just electrical. My friend was driving my sister and myself home and she pulled out her phone. In the instant, I thought nothing of it, neither did she. At the time, it was just a short phone call to her mom. And at the time, it was important for her to ask her mom what was for dinner rather than keeping us safe on the road. We hit the car in front of us because she did not stop in time. This is just a small example of how texting and driving can lead to consequences. The world needs to know that texting and driving is a big problem. Texting and driving has increased, and society needs to come to the realization that it's a problem. Rather than accepting it, people need to put their phones down and understand the consequences and negatives that come from texting while driving. Over the years, more crashes have arisen from texting and driving than any other causes. Distracted driving has become a problem on the come up for many years, but the more popular phones become, the more problems they cause with driving. Texting while driving is 6 times more likely to cause an accident than drunk driving. This change of perspective helps one understand that texting and driving can be just as lethal, if not more lethal, than drunk driving. This statistic is too big of a deal to be overlooked, except more people on the road text and drive every day. Cell phones are useful in other aspects of life, but teenagers have become addicted. It is hard for teens to go a certain amount of time without checking their Snapchat, Instagram, texts, etc. More crashes have arisen from texting and driving than any other causes. Distracted driving has led to injuries more this year than ever. 390,000 injuries have occurred from accidents due to distracted driving each year. This number seems to continue to go up. 40% of drivers have admitted that they have texted and drive while driving in the last 30 days. If almost half of the people interviewed admit that they are texting and driving in the last month, how many people do we think do it in the world every day? This is a big issue in the world that is often overlooked. There are different options one has to help create a distraction-free environment while driving. If a driver knows they will go on their phone if they leave it in sight, they can put it in the center console as soon as they get in the car. If the light up from a notification is distracting, they can put their phone on silent before starting to drive. One study observing New York drivers shows that the law of texting and driving did little to reduce the driving with phones to the ear. Rather than accepting it, people need to put their phones down and understand the consequences and negatives that come from texting while driving. There are different options one has to help them create a distraction-free environment while driving. If a driver knows that all of this is going to come from using their phone, then they need to realize that the phone is a problem. If a teenager is driving with their friends in the car, all their lives are in the driver's hands. It would be smart to try their best to keep their eyes on the road the entire time and avoid allowing distractions such as their phones to take away from their attention on the road.